Hello everyone, welcome to another video here on Motorcycling Endeavors. I hope everyone is doing fine. I hope everyone's healthy. I hope everyone's getting vaccinated, staying safe. It's been a while since I shot a video. I have had a very busy April and May between work and softball season. I've just been busy. Double headers on the weekends. It's just craziness. So it's actually good to finally get back out on the monster and get some motorcycling in. It's fantastic. So like I said, I hope everyone's doing well. They're fine, happy, healthy, getting vaccinated. I did get vaccinated myself. I got the Pfizer, the 2 shots. The first shot was just like a flu shot. Hardly even noticed it. The second shot was a little more tenderness, and they tell you that it's going to be, the second shot is going to be a little more, and it was. I definitely had some arm tenderness, but all in all it wasn't too bad, because once all said and done, oh look, Bentonville Road, I know where I am. So once all said and done, after I had the vaccine, I just essentially umpired a game that evening, and that was it. And all's well. Like I said, I just had some additional tenderness in the arm. So this is also Memorial Day weekend. I hope that no matter what you are doing or what your plans are, whether it's spending time with friends and family, out on a motorcycle, chilling at home playing video games, chilling out with your dog, that you are having a fantastic weekend and taking the time to just memory and to reflect on all that has making the sacrifice to make America great than what it is. Whether it's World War I, II, Korea, Vietnam, all the conflicts that were in the Middle East. So just good to reflect that all the men and women that have done good things for this country, spilled their blood and fought. It's a good time to remember them and just kind of keep it back in your mind of just how important Memorial Day is and who we memorialize. So I wanted to do a quick video and talk about a topic, an economic topic that is it's a hot topic today, and that's inflation. Everyone's talking about inflation. You turn on a news network, it's inflation, inflation, inflation. You pick up an article, inflation, inflation, inflation. You go to economic websites, it's inflation. And then of course you got all those YouTubers who are, some are good, and some are doomsayers that just inflation, inflation, inflation. Everything is inflation. And I have to say that I do have a different thought than the vast majority. I am not overly concerned about inflation as many others are. Now I know what you're thinking, Mr. Endeavor, what are you, Big Daddy rich? Do you not shop for your own groceries? Have you not seen the house prices? I have. There is no doubt in my mind that my shopping bill has gone up. There is no doubt in my mind. Whoa. Goodness gracious. She was gonna go there. Damn. So there was no doubt in my mind that my grocery bill has gone up, as I was saying. Definitely taking a look at the ridiculous house prices. And trust me, I am more than happy that I decided to trade my car in September of last year and purchase my new one. I just went to CarMax. and replaced my Fusion with the Ford Edge, which I'm very happy with. But I'm very happy I did it because I've seen prices. It's insane, and I understand there's that consumer price index has gone up. I get it, and I understand. But here is why I am different. This is why I am not worried about it. The inflation we are seeing is not driven by wage growth. Okay, let me say that again. The inflation we are seeing is not driven by wage growth. America, over the past 18 months, certainly did not put in place millions of livable wage jobs where people who have been working in perhaps the service sector for $10, $12 an hour now have a job that pays $25, $30+ an hour. That didn't happen. That did not happen, okay? And because that did not happen, the inflation that we're seeing is just not sustainable because there's nothing behind it. The only inflation that what we're seeing is one, there's a supply chain issue, which just read up about it. There's plenty of news about that. There's plenty of articles written about that. If you think about it, when the healthcare crisis started, everybody trimmed down. That included the producers of goods, and they've, inventories weren't stocked up as much because people were thinking they weren't buying. Especially during that time, people were also saving money. Why they were saving money? Because things were closed, right? Restaurants were at lower capacity. There was just takeouts. You weren't flying on a plane anywhere. You weren't going to theme parks. There was just none of that going on. So people were saving more. They weren't spending more because there was nowhere to spend it. And in addition, you had all that stimulus. So what we're seeing now is as people get vaccinated and healthcare crisis works itself out, what we are seeing is that everyone who has saved money and has stimulus is just going out and spending. They are spending like madmen. And everybody's saying, oh, look at our GDP, it went up. No, that's just spending. That's just people spending. This is a consumer-based economy. People are just spending like crazy. And they're panic buying too. I mean, the housing prices, good God, people. I mean, you got people that are just constantly upbidding and outbidding each other. If you want to solve the housing crisis, don't buy one. Stay where you are for another year. Let them sit on the market a little bit longer. Longer something sits, guess what? It's not going to be as expensive later because people are going to be looking to get rid of it. So, I mean, it's just madness. But that's what's happening right now. Now, what do you think is going to happen once people, what they have saved up and they didn't spend while they were home during the healthcare crisis, and they spent all that money and they spent all that stimulus? What's coming behind it? Do they have a livable wage job that is going to support that? Probably not. They might not have attained a livable wage job. So all that spending that we are seeing is just stimulus saving spending. That's all it is. And after that, the floor drops out. So once people start to rely on their earned income, they go back, they get a job, they go back to making $10, $12, maybe $15 an hour. Maybe they're lucky, they go to another place that's paying them a few dollars more per hour. But once they have to start using their earned income, it's over. Because now that's when the trade-offs begin. That's when people stop going out to eat. as frequently. That's when they dial back their spending. That's when discretionary spending goes down. It's not going to last forever because there is nothing behind it. Okay? Unless the government does something stupid and just keeps plucking out stimulus checks, there's nothing behind it. And that is not good for the economy either, because you gotta have production to go with the spending, and the US does not produce anything. Okay? We produce, I'll take that back. We do produce some things. We make some pharmaceuticals. We do produce some things. But majority of the stuff we buy from overseas. We don't produce it here. So, I am not worried about inflation because it's not wage driven. If this was a wage driven inflation, then I would be concerned, because people are going to be making money all the time. They're going to be having that income, and prices will go up. But it's not wage driven. That stimulus is going to come, that stimulus checks is going to be no more one day. The extra unemployment is going to be no more. And once that's no more, that's when things are going to start normalizing. That's when you'll start seeing more inventory on the shelves. That's when you'll start seeing it go down, because people aren't spending. Now, there are some that has a school of thoughts, well, they could just, the manufacturers and the producers could just create an artificial. But if the money is not there, it doesn't matter, right? They can produce an artificial shortage. But if nobody is buying it, it doesn't matter, because the money is not there. The money has to be there for there to be inflation. The money has to be there. And once the stimulus is gone, people, I'm telling you, once it's gone, you know, where is that sustained inflation going to come from? Right? Consumer-based economy. Consumers have to spend. Where is that coming from? And here is a little bonus. Ready? Debt is deflationary. Okay? Debt is deflationary. Right? Think of your income. Let's just say, let's take you for example. Let's take, we won't use you. Let's just say there's Fred. Fred has a budget surplus of $1,000 a month. Okay? And he uses that $1,000. He puts, let's just say, $300 into investment, $300 into savings, and he uses $400 as discretionary spending. Okay? He spends on whatever he wants to do on that month with that $400. Okay? Now let's just say Fred decides to go out and buy a car, and his payment, and instead of, you know, let's just say that all said and done, his payment is $400 a month. So what is Fred going to do? He doesn't have that money now for his discretionary spending needs, right? So what's he going to do? Is he going to rob from his savings and investings? Probably. He's going to want some discretionary spending, right? So let's just say that maybe he goes down to $150 into saving, $150 into investing, and then he gets what, $300 for himself for discretionary spending. Well, if he used to have $400 of discretionary spending, now he has only $300 discretionary spending. What's his trade-off? What is he not buying? Right? Is he sacrificing a night out with the boys? What's he sacrificing? Right? That $100 is not there anymore. That's $100 he cannot spend out in the economy. You take money away, it's deflationary. Right? Debt's deflationary. His his car payment is deflationary because he can't spend that money in other places. It's deflationary. Some vendor somewhere, whether it's a coffee shop, a bar, is going to not have Fred's $100. That is deflationary. So, I know that this goes against all the experts out there that say that inflation, hyperinflation, this is bad, run to gold, run to silver, all this stuff, get out of Bitcoin and all this other stuff. The dollars, they're tanking the dollar, blah, 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 blah. But it's not wage growth driven. Okay? It's not wage growth driven. Okay? Once the stimulus is gone, it's over. There's nothing to sustain the spend level. There is nothing to sustain the spend level. And when the spend level goes down, inventory sits on shelves. Right? Vendors want to get rid of that inventory. Well, if it's not moving, they're going to have to discount it. Put it on sale. So it sells. Yeah. It goes down in price. Right? And then in turn, that vendor turns around and goes to the manufacturer and says, we don't need that much anymore. Right? That's the thing. We don't need that much anymore. Well, we have a wheelhouse full. We'll sell it to you for less. And so they sell it for less. And then the producers, and then the manufacturer goes to the producers, we don't need that much raw material. Yeah, but we got truckloads of this stuff. We'll sell it to you for less. So then the price goes down everywhere. Okay? Like I said, people, now I could be totally wrong. I am not an expert. But you just gotta think about it. You just gotta think about it, people. You gotta think about it. What is behind it? What is supporting it? There's nothing. It's just a stimulus check and some savings that people didn't do. And now they're rushing out and spending all of it because everything is open. So, that's my spiel for today. I hope you're doing well. This video might be a little bit longer. Like I said, I have a feeling that, those that watch this video are definitely going to call me full of crap for what I said about the inflation. But, until I see the support, I just can't believe it's going to be something that's going to be sustained. Okay? All right. Anyway, enjoy the rest of your Memorial Day weekend. I'll probably get out for another ride tomorrow. I may shoot another video. Like I said, I haven't shot a lot of videos in a while, simply because I've just been busy. But anyway, that's it. Enough jibber jabber. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Stay safe, get vaccinated, and I'll see you at the next video.